Well, Israel is demanding that international monitors form a key part of any future ceasefire agreement with Gaza militants. Mike Patterson explains.
Israeli Prime Minister Ehud Olmert visited the southern Israeli city of Beersheba on Thursday. The city recently suffered a number of rocket attacks from Gaza. During his visit, Olmert says Israel has no interest in prolonging its operation in Gaza for longer than necessary.
I really hope that we can reach our goals in the quickest possible time. We don't have any interest in having a long-lasting war. We are not eager for a wide-scale war. We want people in their daily life in the southern part of the country not to have to experience the difficulties that they are currently enduring.
Also on Thursday, following a meeting in Paris with French President Nicolas Sarkozy and French Foreign Minister Bernard Kouchner, Israel's Foreign Minister Tzipi Livni said any Israeli decision to end fighting in Gaza will depend on a daily assessment of its military operations against Hamas.
We targeted we affected most of the infrastructure of terror within Gaza Strip. And the question whether it's enough or not will be according to our assessment on a daily basis.
Livni reiterated that it was dependent on Hamas suspending rocket attacks on southern Israel. Meanwhile, Israeli Defense Minister Ehud Barak rented a house in one of the rocket-battered cities in southern Israel. A poll in the Haaretz Daily showed 52% of Israelis favor pursuing the attacks in Gaza, with just 20% backing calls for a ceasefire and 19% favoring the launch of a ground offensive into Gaza. The newspaper also said Barak, who is leading the offensive against Gaza, is gaining support in a poll on the upcoming general elections. Mike Patterson, CCTV.
Well, Israel has allowed dozens of Palestinians holding foreign passports to leave Gaza. An Israeli army spokesperson says nearly 300 Palestinians use the Israeli-controlled Erez crossing. He says they hold citizenship in a number of other countries, including the U.S., Russia, Turkey, and Kazakhstan. For nearly a week, Israel has been bombing targets linked to Hamas in Gaza. More than 400 Palestinians have been killed and dozens of buildings damaged. Meanwhile, Palestinians in Gaza continue to line up for UN food aid as the bombardment drags on. There were long lines at a United Nations relief distribution center as sacks of aid were handed out. The agency has launched an emergency appeal for $34 million to buy food, medical supplies, and other goods. Israel has kept open certain crossings into Gaza to allow humanitarian aid to pass through. Some medical supplies, ambulances, and generators have also moved into Gaza from Egypt through the Rafah border crossing.